I wake up and I'm like, excuse me, because when I see at the end of my bed, I see like two like glowing eyes looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? Welcome back, welcome back. It is 1 week before Halloween, and I hope I can finish, edit, and upload this video before Halloween in general, because you know me, I'm a little slow. I take my time. But hey, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I was sitting here going half crazy. I'm gonna turn myself into a biblically accurate angel, and if you don't know what that looks like, this is what it looks like. There's multiple different things. I know one thing to be a seraphim. I think that's what it's called. I might not know much, but I know a little bit. And half the time, that information comes from fan fiction, unholy verse of and supernatural. And I was like, oh, a biblically accurate angel, like that looks super cool, super sick. So I'm like, let me try that. So I'm gonna try that today, right now. And at the same time, I want to tell you some ghost stories, some scary stories. So let's get into it. So to start off, of course, this bitch is gonna be my bitch for the rest of my life, Miss Athena. So I bought a bunch of beauty brushes, or sponges, I mean, because I was like, I think I'm getting serious with this shit. Ooh, look. This is like a marshmallow. I want to eat this shit. Like, ugh, I just love that. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a couple stories. Well, starting off super small, like, I didn't know that everybody kind of saw them, or maybe it's still just me, like the shadow people. Like, I thought that I was the only one who could see them. Because you know me, sometimes I have like anxiety. So I'm like, am I just being anxious right now? Or is it that someone's actually, like, there? You know, like is somebody there right now? But actually, it's true. I remember I saw this Shane Dawson censor trigger, and they were like, yeah, actually a lot of people see that. And I was like, whoa, because I was like, I saw them, because I remember I would be in my kitchen when I was younger, and like I would always be like doing stuff, and then I would see like a shadow figure in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, and I remember one time I was like, oh shoot. So I literally was standing there and I was like talking. I was like, I see you there, but I don't want any trouble. I was like, can you go away, please? And then he did go away, because I remember I also saw a figure of a woman, but that one I didn't interact with. But the shadow man with the hat, I was like, can you go away, please? And then he did. And I was like, okay, great. Thank you so much, because I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared right now. What's scary is how fast I go into doing makeup without explaining what I'm doing. So right now I'm just trying to outline the wings, because it's like purely white and that's not giving dimension. So that's what I'm trying to add right here. Oh my god, but back to the scary stories. Where did I leave off? I guess the most significant one in my life, I mean, besides like always hearing like people calling my name sometimes, and not just because I'm famous, no, because you know sometimes when you be walking and then you hear something, or in your house. One time I was in the street, well, every time when I'm in the street I always hear like Savannah, and I'm like, my mom always told me never to like respond to them. So like if you see somebody, you don't see anybody but you hear your voice being called, do not respond. And so that happened to me one time at home. And I was like, no fucking way. Because I was like downstairs, doing my thing, having fun, watching TV. And I'm there. And then all I hear is, Selena, come, like, you know. And I'm like, okay. I go up, I'm like, okay, my mom needs me. It's only us two in the house. So I'm like, let me go upstairs. And like, I go upstairs. And then my mom is there. She's like folding her clothes, putting her in a little drawer. So cute. And then I'm like, hey, you called me? You needed me? She was like, no. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you called me. She's like, I didn't call you. And then I was like, yeah, but you did though. Like, I literally heard you call me. Like, you called me. And she was like, no. But you never respond to those voices. But then I was like, wait, like, but if you're here, like, how do I know it's not you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do I not respond if it's like you? Like, I can't, I'm gonna have to go check at least a little bit. She's like, you'll know when it's me. Don't wake up. And I was like, oh my god. But yeah, I thought that was super weird because then I saw a bunch of videos. This was like pre-TikTok. But then I proceeded to see like a bunch of videos about how like all these like people would have the same experiences, and I was like freaking out because I'm like, what does that mean? And I don't like it. I really don't like it. So that freaked me out. And we never solved what happened. And like I feel like in my house, low-key, like things be going missing, and I'm like, where could it possibly be? Where could it possibly go? Like everyone saying they didn't take it, and like I trust everyone to not take it, or there's no purpose for them to take it. And then I'm like, okay, so like where is it? Like it literally just disappears from my house. Like I don't know what it is, and I don't want to think about it too much. But yeah, you might think, oh, she's just chatting. Maybe I am. But now I'm gonna tell you the story that really is like, because I literally have no explanation for this one. This one, it's like the biggest story, but I'm like, I have no explanation for it because what the fuck? Literally, like, what the fuck? So basically, I remember I was like, I think, how old was I? I was pretty old. I think I was in high school. I was sleeping. It was like the middle of the night. I think my grandma was still sleeping in my same bedroom. I think so at this point. So I'm like in my bed. Someone touched my door. And basically, I'm in my bed, right? And I wake up and like I don't have sleep paralysis. I don't have like night terrors. This is not a time, a period where I'm like hallucinating, making shit up. Like no. I'm literally like, I wake up and I'm like, excuse me, because when I see at the end of my bed, I see, and I'm still in that same room, I see, but it's never happened since, I see like two like glowing eyes looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just like, what? And then I'm like in my bed and I'm like, oh hell no. So I like put the blankets on top of me and I'm like, I start praying. I'm like, please, like, please, because I'm like, no, like, because I'm like, I don't know what the hell that is, but two glowing eyes, that's never happened in my room. What is happening? So I'm like, no, sir. So I start praying and I'm hiding under the blanket because I'm like, what else am I supposed to do, you know? Like, I'm like a calm scared, like my heart's beating. I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, okay. So I like pray. And my body all of a sudden goes super calm. Like it just gets a wave of calmness. Like, so I take off my blanket because I'm like, okay, like I think it's safe now. Then all of a sudden, on these glowing eyes, I see like a white orb. Like this all happening at the foot of my bed, by my feet, by my little feet. And like I see this white little orb go to this like glowing eye creature or whatever. Because I never got to see his face. It's just the glowing eyes, and I just knew it was a creature. I was like, oh my god. And then all of a sudden, boom. Gone. My anxiety gone, everything gone, like creature gone, white orb gone. And I was like sitting there like, what the hell? And then after that I just was like, yeah, put my blanket back over and just went back to bed. Because how the fuck do you explain that? Like how do you explain it? Like my bed is right here, like it happened right here, and it hasn't happened since, and that was the one and only time, and I don't need that to happen again. That one I did not see on YouTube. That one I did not see a lot of people talking about. Like that one I was like, okay, well. So I was like, that's so weird. And if you're the person who doesn't believe in ghosts, like what, how do you like feel about these things? Like when you hear stories, like are you kind of like, whatever, like coincidence? Because I always wonder that, because for me, I'm like, I do believe, so I'm kind of like, whoa, I take precaution when I hear. But then like for other people, like if you don't believe, it kind of makes sense why you would just like brush it off because like you don't believe. And like I always think of that when I'm like watching like, what's it, Watchers? What are they called now? Like Shane Madej and like Ryan Bergara, like the ghost hunters from like BuzzFeed. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I used to watch them religiously before, and then now I like got back into them. And then I was like, oh my god, this is like hilarious. This is so funny. And obviously like Shane doesn't believe, and then like Ryan does, you know. So it's like interesting to see that like dichotomy, that double experience, I guess. And we're back. My beautiful voice over. So here I am doing like black eyeliner to make the wings because I was like, oh, this is definitely gonna eat. No, like you can tell it looks fucking shitty, and that's why I look like that. Cause I'm like, fuck. It's not going well. Hey, I'm just playing in makeup. Your little sister's playing in makeup. Okay, just to explain, wow, the quality is so shitty. Even in the day, like, night, in the light. Okay, anyways, so to explain really quickly, what I did there was that I took this like red and I took the purple and then I mixed it together with a little bit of black, and then I started like doing what I would have done with the black to do the wings, but not like each little detailed feather, just kind of doing the outline of it, of like make it like little like, does that make sense? Yeah, this is not a tutorial, I'm so sorry. Also, look, dressed a little different than my usual editing time because I'm about to go out. So, yeah. Enjoy the video. I know I'm a little lost. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't want to end it because I don't want to give up. Maybe if I put a white wig, maybe we'll give it more the ethereal vibe. I'm going to a room with too much free time. Like, somebody employ me, please. Oh! Okay, I'm back. Okay, you know what? I don't hate it. You know how this always goes. You know how these videos always go. I do my thing, I mess up, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, I take a break, I come back, I like it. And I don't fucking hate it. Like, I think it definitely looks better with the wig. I think the wig, this like shirt kind of ties in the little thing. I wish I had like wings, but you know, we low budget over here. We only have what we have, and this is what I have to make me feel like an ethereal angel. And what did I add? I added some gold here all the way up to like my eyebrows so you can't see anymore. I added some gold. I also tried to add like a gold little halo here, but I fucked up and I added too much white, so it's not going to show up no more. And then I also added white eyeliner all over my eyes and on my lashes so that I can just be a little bit more like together. Let me see how I look in the camera. This is how I look from my iPhone camera quality with the better lighting. You're beautiful, it's true. Sorry, I was just feeling myself. So yeah, this is my take on the biblically accurate angel. I hope you enjoyed this little makeup session with me. I was really trying. This was really a try-tober. I'm telling you, like, not a Selena-tober, a try-tober. And I hope you enjoyed my little ghost stories, scary stories, because that's my grave encounters. Anyways, that's it for today, and I hope you had a good time with me. As I always have a good time with you, and we'll see each other soon. Bye.